Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and today is Meme Stock Frenzy. I tell you what, today is a day that's extremely rare. This does not happen very often. I don't know how many of you have been following this, but GameStop and AMC have been going crazy. Those stocks are like going through the roof. And I'm going to tell you what, I wanted to take a moment on the Black Financial Channel and let you guys know what I think about this craze and what I sort of predict and ways you might be able to make money from this. So anyway, hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Good morning. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black wealth and Black economics every single day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day under the B1 condition. B1 means we are Black first. Black first does not mean that we hate anybody. It just means that we love ourselves, we love our community, we want our reparations, and we are going to build wealth. If you agree with that philosophy, put a B1 in the chat. Let me know. Also, let me know if you can hear me okay. What's up, Christopher Watson? I'm going to tell you what, yesterday I had some audio issues going in and out. Hopefully I fixed that. If I sound okay, if you can give me a quick confirmation that it's coming through all right, that the audio is clear, that would make my day. That would really make me happy, Christopher, man. If you could tell me if you can hear me all right, brother. So anyway, let's jump into this. Let's talk about this conversation. So how many of you have been following? Give me a yes or no if you've been following what's been happening with meme stocks. How many of you have been following what's happened with GameStop and AMC in particular? This is interesting. This is big news because money, billions of dollars are floating around right now. Billions of dollars are floating around, and it's kind of crazy. It's interesting. It's something where, as a financial scientist, there's really not an explanation. There's not an explanation. There's just not an explanation other than certain theories that I remember studying extensively in graduate school about irrational exuberance and just emotionality of investors and how sometimes that emotionality can just go through the roof and kind of get crazy. So basically, as GameStop and AMC have been going berserk, I'm gonna give you an update really quickly on where those stocks are. I woke up this morning, I could not believe what I was seeing. It was absolutely insane. Right now, AMC, let's see here, AMC overnight for no apparent reason went up 140%. 140%. 140%. That's insane. 140%. That's nuts. Overnight, the stock doubled overnight. It's now $12.69 per share. Last week, this stock was $3. It was $3 just a few days ago. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, Christopher, you're right. We are getting a sequel. This is so fascinating to watch. I can't explain it. I really can't. And I'm not going to try to make sense out of nonsense. But I will say this. I'm going to talk about what I'm seeing here and the risks and the rewards, and also ways that I think maybe if you are on the risky side, there may be a way to make money. I'm not telling you what to do. This is not investing advice. Give me a yes if you understand that I do not give investing advice. Let me know if you understand that this is not a channel for investing advice. I want to make that clear for anybody who thinks that I was an owner in the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, which I was not an owner. I just supported that Black-owned business like every other business. I lost $10,000 invested in the thing. So I have to make sure I say that 5 times so people don't think I'm an investment advisor. So anyway, let's hop into this. All right, so basically, with these stocks, when they take off like this, it's driven primarily by this guy named Roaring Kitty. Apparently, there's some guy who has an unprecedented amount of market manipulation power. He's able to make a lot of money for himself and money for other people by doing this. I believe at some point this is going to become illegal. I don't believe that this is going to be something that is going to be allowed for a long time because it does create chaos and confusion. Now, there are people, though, within GameStop, I'm sure, and within AMC who are licking their chops. If they know smart investing, they're very excited about this because if they see the stock kind of going up and they're shareholders, then they can do things like stop loss orders to protect their investment. They can make sure that as the stock rises, they can do a trailing stop loss order in order to ensure that if the stock moves by a certain percentage downward, they're going to protect their gain. So you can ride the ride and minimize the downside if that's something that you want to do. If you're interested in this kind of thing, I did a whole training on this in the Black Business School called Stormproof Investing. So if you go to stormproofinvesting.com, I give literally 7 different strategies you can follow that will help you to take advantage of situations like this without exposing yourself too much. So feel free to go to stormproofinvesting.com. All the material is yours for life, and it's a full recording of the training that I did. But anyway, with AMC and GameStop, I think it's kind of fun in a way. It's very interesting just to kind of observe. AMC is up 140%. Let me see. GameStop is up. How much is GameStop up? GameStop is up today, this morning, 114%. So GameStop went berserk last night. They both went bananas. And I bet you, I'm not sure, but I know that I believe the BlackBerry stock kind of went crazy. And so a lot of you that are into stock options, selling stock options, which is what we do in the Prime program, you might see this as an opportunity to make money by selling the stock options, which is not out of control. That's not out of that would not make you a ridiculous person to think that way. Now, here's the risk to that, though. Here's the thing. Remember that when you have a stock that moves like this, you have a lot of different investors that are involved. You have different kinds of people coming together with a lot of what they refer to as information dispersion. And so with this information dispersion, what you're really looking at is a scenario where you have some people who are bulls and some people who are bears, some people who believe the stock's going down, some who believe the stock's going up. And all these traders are gathered, creating a tremendous amount of volatility. So if you're selling call options, yeah, you're going to make a fat, gigantic, just supersized premium on selling that call option. Congratulations. Good for you. Go get that money. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm saying I don't blame you. But the downside, though, is that if you decide to do, say, a collar and protect your investment from the downside, well, guess what's also just as expensive as the call options? Well, the put options are. The calls and the puts on these stocks tend to go crazy, which means that if you decided to go in and, say, sell calls, you would have to be really exposed on the downside. Right? You'd have to make the investment knowing that you could lose all your money. You would have to make the investment knowing that at any moment, Cinderella's going to turn back into a pumpkin. So you really want to be, or I don't know how it went. Maybe Cinderella wasn't the pumpkin. Maybe the carriage was a pumpkin, but you get the point. So my point is to say that if you proceed to dabble with these stocks, just proceed at your own risk. Just know that these are incredibly volatile investments. Just know that there are people manipulating the market, and they are going to body slam millions of people. There are millions of people that are going to get burned financially because they jumped into these stocks. They're going to push these prices super high, and then there's going to be a point where people on the inside are going to decide to bounce out and head and go in the other direction. When that happens, when that game of musical chairs ends, the greediest and the latest to the party are going to get slaughtered. So how far is this going to go, man? I don't know. This is absolutely crazy. This is really interesting for me as a financial scientist. I'm fascinated to see where this goes and what this ends up looking like. But I'm not a person who would say in good faith to you that it's a place for the faint of heart. If you dive in, just be prepared to possibly end up getting a nosedive to the bottom of the ocean and sleeping with the fishes financially. All right, guys. So anyway, I'm going to get on out of here. I got to go meet my sister for breakfast. We are going to have financial consciousness training later on today at 10 o'clock. If you'd like to join us, we do this every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Join us. Just text the word morning to 87948. If you text morning to 87948, I will send you an invitation to join us in financial consciousness training. And also, just an FYI, you guys know I have a book called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. It's a bestseller. And if you'd like to get a discounted copy of that book, as well as anything else inside our store, for today only, just today, we have 70% off everything in the store. So if you go to drboycebooks.com, you can get 70% off of my book. You can get 70% off of our flashcards, financial flashcards for children. You can get 70% off of our financial workbooks for children. You get 70% off of our love and money section, where my wife, Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I work on aspects of love and money. You know, she's a licensed therapist at a very high level. So we work on all the psychological barriers to Black wealth in our Black financial therapy department. So if you'd like to just go take a look, feel free, go to drboycebooks.com. Use the discount code. If you want to get the 70% off discount, use the code today only 2024. So if you go to drboycebooks.com, Write that down, all one word, today only 2024. If you use that code today only 2024 at drboycebooks.com, you will get 70% off. So feel free to go enhance your education. We are better than universities when it comes to Black wealth. We're better than Harvard. We're better than HBCUs. We have the best Black wealth scientists on the planet. So if that's your thing, if that's your groove, feel free to join us. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll come back and talk a little bit later as this thing develops. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and all that good stuff. I got to get out of here, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bless you. Peace.